So there's three men, and they each get a certain amount of talents. The first guy gets 5 talents. The second guy, he gets 2 talents. And the third guy, he gets 1 talent. So Jesus, he goes out and he goes to take a long trip. And he said when he come back, he want to see what y'all did with these talents. So he goes on this trip. He comes back after a few weeks or so. And he approaches the guys. And he goes to the guy with the 5 talents. He said, I gave you 5 talents. What did you do with your talents? And he said, sir, I took my 5 talents and I multiplied them. And I'm happy to say I have 10 talents now. Jesus said, great. Second guy who had 3 talents, he said, what did you do with yours? He said, I took my 3 talents and I also multiplied them. And now I have 6 talents. And he said, great. That's beautiful. The next guy, he said, what did you do with your talents? He said, well, so I wanted to be smart. I wanted to be a little bit careful. He said, so what I did is I took that 1 talent and I buried it deep in the ground. And all I have is this 1 talent left. So he says, so you did nothing with your talent. You buried it and didn't multiply it. This is what it's given for. So he took his talent away. Now, the moral of the story is, a lot of us have talent. A lot of us have these gifts and these amazing things that we can do. However, we sit on them. We don't do nothing with them. God gave us these talents, and he gave us so we can go out and multiply with them, so we can use them, so we can do something different in the world. But a lot of times what we do is we get complacent in life. We sit on our talents and we just wait, and we lose our talents along the way. And we wonder why our life is the way it is. The funny thing about this whole situation is that we are blessed with these talents that has been given to us and we don't use them. But then at the end of the day, we expect when we meet him at the pearly gates and he say, welcome, my good and faithful servant. When he asks you, what did you do with your talents? And he looked back and see that you did nothing with your talents. Why should he say, welcome, my good and faithful servant? What is the reason that he should say that? He has given you these talents so you can go out and multiply them, so you can show the world to do something different. And I'm not meaning just on money with these talents. I mean it to show people the different things that you can do. Because when you leave this world, you don't want to leave this world in a body that hasn't been used. You want to leave this world died out, used up. You want to know that you gave it your all at the end. I remember this quote that Les Brown said. He said the richest place is the graveyard, because that's where all the books that wasn't wrote. That's where all the songs that wasn't sung, all the poems that wasn't told, all the movies that wasn't done. It's because we so busy in our head worrying about what other people think, and we're not even using our talents. The talents that God has given us, we don't even use them. We sit on them and then we lose them. And then we complain about our life because we too scared to jump out there and do something different. No, he will not say, welcome, my good and faithful servant, if you haven't lived up to your part. It's not only about just being a good servant. It's about doing something with the things that he gave you while you was here. And if you're not going to do nothing with them while you're here, what are you going to do when you there? Understand that. Understand you got to do something with your talents while you're here. Use them up. Don't be afraid. Jump out there. Do whatever it takes. But make sure you use the talents that you are given and they will be multiplied unto you. And I'm going to sign off with that. Cash. Constantly achieving successful habits every day. You heard? You already know. Can't spell Donnell without the O-N-E. Always have been, always will be the chosen one. Peace.